Good morning. This is Tommy Stone again with another His Life devotional thought for Friday, August the 28th. This week we've been looking at the Beatitudes, and we finish up today with Matthew chapter 5, verse 11, where Jesus says, "Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me." You know, over the last couple of weeks, I've been watching the Democratic and Republican national conventions. Probably spent a lot more time doing that than some people might. Same kinds of speeches over and over again. A lot of words being thrown out. I've noticed that regardless of which position you take or which party you affiliate with, that there is a lot of damage that's done with the tongue, with speech. Now, I realize that we get angry. I realize that we believe in our beliefs very strongly. But if you're a politician running for the highest office in the land, you must have pretty thick skin. Maybe it's because they've been successful in other areas of life or in running for certain offices or positions. But it seems to me that unless you're really inviting that kind of persecution into your life, you wouldn't accept running for that office. It's pretty amazing, really. For 8 nights, you heard all kinds of people weigh in about basically 2 people and their reputations and their desires and aspirations for the country. And I don't know, maybe their skins are so hardened to all this that it doesn't bother them. I think it would bother me, perhaps. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never harm me or hurt me. Maybe if you're a seasoned politician, but otherwise it seems pretty hurtful. And if you've been watching from both sides, you've heard some things that do, if you're able to step back and objectively look at what's going on, are slanderous. There are lies that are being told. There are exaggerations of the truth, misinformation, all kinds of things, character assassination, certainly the sowing of discord among groups of people. And so the truth, it seems like to me, if you're watching these, our political climate, is somewhere in the middle of all the things that are being said. Persecution can be painful. Even persecution by someone's speech, even though we would want to say, hey, consider the source, think about where those slings and arrows are coming from. They're just words, easily dismissed. But you and I both know that it takes a lot to overcome the persecution or abuse, verbal abuse, or the things that negative that have been said about us by others that we were hoping to receive encouragement from. Our hearts can be broken. Our reputations can be destroyed. And in these days of social media posts, people can put something out there, one sentence, that can destroy their reputations, their careers. So we ought to be a whole lot more careful about the things that we're saying. But in what Jesus has to share here, he says, if you're doing the right thing, if you're standing up for me, there will be people in your culture who will insult you about your belief in Jesus, who will persecute you, who will be false witnesses against you, who will stir up other people against you. And so that's just part of the package if you're going to follow Jesus. The writer of our devotional today points out Proverbs 6, verses 16 through 19, where the writer there says that part of what the Lord hates is a lying tongue and false witness who breathes out lies and one who sows discord among brothers. The best line in the devotional today is that each of those things can be found in the events surrounding the crucifixion of Jesus. So no wonder God hates them, and for sure he would. But when it comes to you and I, we've got to develop some thick skin too. We've got to be used to the idea that if we're doing this right, if we're speaking up or speaking out for the Lord, that there are going to be those who will malign us, who will say negative things, who will try to damage us in the social arena. We do need to be careful about what we say and how we say it. But friends, if we're speaking up for Jesus Christ and we're being tactful and we're doing it in love and we're persecuted, that's just going to have to be something that we put up with and that we deal with. The writer of our devotional today says that the only words that really should matter to us in the end are the words of Jesus, "Well done, good and faithful servant." I'm praying today that if you are in your workplace or at school or on social media and you're feeling the vitriol and the hate from someone who is opposing your stand for Jesus, just remember that it's the Lord's opinion that really matters. We want to win people over. We want to love and we want to share the truth in the best possible ways. We want our speech to be seasoned with grace, as Paul says, so that the message can reach hearts. But the Lord said if they hated him, they would hate us, his followers. So we do need to develop a tougher skin, and we don't need to be quiet about the things that we believe. So today, be careful about your words, for sure. But be concerned about what the Lord's going to say to us someday. And will we stand up and speak up for him? I pray that you will be praying for the wisdom to know what to say and when to say it in the right spirit. We hope you have a great weekend. If you haven't RSVP'd yet for our in-person services, we had some glitches earlier in the week, but things are fine now. Please sign up as quickly as you can to be a part of our assemblies at 10:30 and 5:30 on Sunday. We look forward to seeing you. And if you're home, God bless you. And we ask that you continue to be safe and do what you need to do for you and your family. We love you. We miss you. And we hope to see you again very, very soon.